Hi guys, in a previous video I will show you this Russian radar display. So today I will show you the inside. I did already unscrew all the panels, just aluminum sheet. So first side, you can see here the big picture tube, cathode ray tube, and it seems it is a magnetic deflection tube, not electrostatic. So here you have the circuit board I will remove. Here down there some resistor, capacitors, relays. You can see the heat shrink around the components with a cutout allowing to read the values. It is quite neat. So I will remove this board in order to show you better the contents. So first the board itself, only highest quality parts, Teflon capacitors, miniature vacuum tubes. So back there you can see the body of the picture tube and something very interesting. So the tube connector at the end here and on mechanical stuff. I do not know exactly what it is doing. There is a gear here. I think it is for fine setting of tube position, fine tuning of the tube orientation in the body. Here you have the high voltage source for the tube. It is all in a single block. It works out of 75 volts as 400 Hz. I do not know how many volts you output, probably a few thousands. So it is really a neat unit. It goes all the up to here. So it is really a big block. So here you have some Teflon sheet, and behind this it is deflection coils, I believe. So I will just put it back in place. So the design here is very good for the. You can notice on the connector, edge connector here, the model number is handwritten. It is pretty neat. And I was thinking about this metal frame. It is absolutely awesome. It is made from one single sheet of aluminium, folded and welded at the angles. Really incredible work. So on the bottom here, nothing special. You just have the bodies of the potentiometers and switches, fuse holder, and so on. You can see here the mechanical system to hold the tube in place. With the brown thing here is a deflection coil body. This is a ring in a coated ring. Really something strong. And here is the other side. So you have a smaller circuit board. You can see still the same high voltage block. And here the anode connection with a big insulating rubber thing. You can notice how wide the tube is. In fact, it is very long and wide only at the end, because it goes up to there almost. And you can see some nipple here for the high voltage input sticking out, so I cannot lift it, sticking out of the tube. The same Teflon sheet here with 4 wires to the deflection coils, it seems. You have this button here is have a fluorescent cap. I'm not sure if it will show on video, but it is not radium, it is phosphorus thing. It is pretty good, in fact. You can see it glowing. Okay, so in fact it is almost all. And here you have very typical green paint coated transformer. And behind it, on the bottom, a metal can capacitor. Down there, some wire wound ceramic resistor here. And it's almost all. In fact, you have the bodies, the plates here for the shock absorbers, very great quality. Big chunk of aluminium here, big plate with big screws, manufacturer logo and manufacturing date, August of 1970. And yes, it is the capacitors here are date code of 1971. So I'm not sure what is the most recent date code, but it should be around this era. 71, 72 probably. 70 onto the diodes also. And here I have 71 and 70. So yes, it must be by 71. So here it is for this. Really a nice piece of kit. And I'm pretty sure this high voltage block should make quite neat sparks, but and arcs, but I will not try it for now. So I will put it back together. But for storage, I needed to remove the plate here because it is too bulky with this thing. So I'll show you again the. I'm not sure if you did see it. It is the front side with two things that can turn, called visor and scale. Around it is degrees from 0 to 359, excuse me. So both can turn and do things. Black paint here to avoid the reflections of the light. And here is a picture tube. So here we are for it. I'm very happy with this part. So you can see the rear side here the connect plugs have caps on it. So either it was properly removed from a vehicle and put in storage, or it was not reinstalled after repair or something like this. Or it may also be new old stock. Not sure about it. There is not a trace of wear except from some storage wear, but maybe it was never put in use in fact. So it is really a nice piece of it. So I will put it back together and put it back in storage for the next few years. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.